Welcome back to JJW Outdoors. Justin here. Today we're going to go over one of the cheapest survival kits off of Amazon. Let's get started. So I'm going to bring you a bit closer. I'm going to set you up right here in the car. We're going to take it apart, go over what's good and what's not good, what they could have left out, what they gave you just because they can give you. I actually opened it up a little bit ago, took a couple things out because it's so hard to get back together, which we'll talk about in just a minute. All right, here we go. Here we have the cheapest survival kit off of Amazon. Let's crack this open and see what's inside. So as you see here, off of Amazon, they did say it's supposed to be waterproof, which we'll be testing at the end of this video. So stay tuned to see if it's truly waterproof. So you see here, there's 2 snaps here and 2 snaps here. So we're gonna unsnap that, unsnap this, flip it over, and let's see what's inside. So straight off the bat, we have a compass. Let's crack the compass open. Now, I did some reviews online, and as you can see in mine, I have a bubble, sadly. So, in other words, this compass is junk. It's garbage, it doesn't work. But off of other people's reviews, they did have a good compass. So it's either hit or miss with these compasses. If all of you wanted to purchase a survival kit like this, you're gonna know that. So anyways, mine is garbage. I'm gonna have to replace that. That's typical. What I love about this kit is this. This is a Mylar emergency blankets. It is very awesome. I have used these in the past in actually a survival situation, spending that out in the woods once. This actually works really well. Highly recommend you get one of these for any kit that you put together or comes in the mail. All right, let's check this whistle out. This whistle is super loud. I will be demonstrating this later. I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't want to blow your eardrums out. I'm actually gonna go a distance away to be able to use this. But this is an awesome whistle. I highly recommend one of these in a kit. Let's check out this light. Now, it does not come with batteries. I ended up putting batteries in this kit. I recommend you getting a better flashlight, but it does work. You can see it has that dot light, comes out to big. It's nice, it's okay. Strobe light has all those, but I recommend replacing it. It's big, bulky, and it's not the best beam in the world, but for a little, well, I think I spent 20 bucks on this kit. It's not bad. Let's check the knife out. Knife opens up. It does have a little bit of wobble here. It's a clip. It's like a carabiner, so it's not the most comfortable in the hand. So it is sharp. I was surprised at how sharp it is, but it's a nice little knife. It's, like I said, a little bit of wobble, so you're not going to baton with it or go crazy with it by any means, but it is a nice knife. All right, this light right here, this light and this light, oh, hold on, you can see the beam on there and the beam on here. This little light is almost better than this light here. This is really good. I'm very happy they actually put one of these in here. There's a locking button here too. You can press it down and lock it, and it will stay on. My hands are colder. Oh, there it goes. But I definitely like that they did put this light in there. That's pretty cool. All right, let's check out this ferro rod. Very thick ferro rod. I was impressed with that. Now, when they did the Bear Grylls knife, this is supposed to fit inside the handle. It's like a replacement one. So you do have these 2 grips here that you can hold on to. I recommend taking this off the paracord because you get more reach. But it is strike worthy. I have not done it yet, so we are going to be testing that out later as well. But very nice, very thick. Let's see if it strikes well though later. All right, let's go with the tactical pen. I do like these. These are pretty cool. It does write. As you see there, it does write. Got nice heavy duty clip. This is what's cool. It's a glass breaker. You can easily use this in defense situation as well. But the glass breaker is really nice. I have tested it. It does work. It didn't roll over like I thought it would for being such a cheap kit. But I do like these. They're heavy. So just to keep in mind. This here is actually really, really cool. A lot of people like these and a lot of people don't like these. I will be showing you why some people do and why some people don't. I definitely like these. I think it's pretty nice for a kit. So this is a wire saw. You hold it onto your 2 fingers, or you get sticks that go inside these rings and you saw down actually pretty good trees with these. So I'll be showing you that later as well. So then you have these. Survival kit. It's supposed to be basic all around, so yeah, it is kind of cool. I wouldn't personally put these in a survival kit. But you got your regular flathead Phillips and you got your ring, so you can put it on a ring. That's pretty cool. Let's check this out. You have some 70% ethanol alcohol pads. I added these and I added this. This does not come with this kit. But this does. Is a gauze pad. Which, yeah, it's nice. It's only one. It's nothing fancy, nothing special. But it did come with a gauze pad. Kind of cool. And then you have the kit itself. So you have this really thin foam stuff in here. Nothing fancy, but there is a little bit of a rubber seal that goes around here. Nothing much, nothing big. They do come with a paracord on the outside. But it straps really nice. These things, buckles are really nice. But we'll test to see if that's truly waterproof. Another thing the kit comes with is this survival bracelet. So it has paracord here, as you can see. It has a little striker because this in the middle is actually a ferro rod, which is pretty cool. I have used these in the past. They do work. Again, this compass has a bubble in it. It's cracked actually, so junk again. This does have a whistle on it. Come here, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. You want to come up here? There you go. Careful, buddy. I don't want you ruining these. Alright, so like I said, this does have a ferro rod. It does work. Pretty nice. Compass, junk, whistle, really loud. And of course, you have your paracord, which is always nice. Then you have this little contraption right here. It's okay. Let me get a water bottle. What it's for is to hold your water bottle, but as you can see, I can just slide that on and off without even clipping it. It does hold it, as you can see there. It will hold it. Do I recommend this? No, not one little bit. It does come with a kit. It's kind of neat. I strapped mine to the outside because it's so hard to put this kit back together. But, it's okay. Get down. All right, and the last thing in this kit is this little thing here. These things can be cool and they can be a pain. With a very cheap pouch. This is what it is. So anyways, you have this little multi-tool right here. You have your cutting edge, you have your ruler, you have a saw blade here. You have different tools here. Bottle opener, can opener there, another little tool there. You got your wrench, screwdrivers. You got everything on this little kit. Now this thing is pretty cool. Would I ever use it? Probably not. In a survival situation, if I had it, I probably would try to use it, but it's so small. And there's just too many things on here. You just can't. This saw blade, it's sharp, but not for cutting down trees, not for getting your firewood. This little knife, it's sharp, but you can barely process anything before it gets dull. But it is pretty cool. It'll fit right in your wallet too if you wanted to go right in your wallet. So here is your whole kit. There's a lot of pieces of this kit. It's a pretty nice kit overall. I would definitely replace the flashlight. I would just take this out so you save some room. This is really nice. I would probably add a notebook to go along with this. This is very, very nice. Compass, like I said, mine did come in broken. They all don't. It's just kind of a hit or miss. That I would definitely replace. I would keep this little light in there. I think I would keep the knife unless you have a more expensive and a little bit better of a knife to put in this kit. Then you could replace it, but I'm gonna keep that one in there. This I definitely like. That's pretty cool. This I'll just throw in there just to have it. But yeah, overall, pretty nice little kit. Those are just a few things I would replace. So there you have it. You have a nice little compact survival kit for a vehicle, a bug out bag, or whatever you need it for. I'm actually gonna go out in the woods here for a second. Let's go use that saw. Let's go use the flint. Let's see how it strikes, how the saw works. Let's test the whistle out right now though. You ready? That was blowing, but not blowing very, very loud. Very good whistle. Now let's check this whistle out. This is on that survival bracelet. Definitely loud as well. Yeah, pretty good little whistles. All right, let's check this out. Here, don't go too far. Here, come on. Get a bit closer here. Like I said, I recommend taking the paracord off. But now they are meant for right-handed people. They're not really meant for left-handed people. And if you get one of these, you can feel this. There's a little bevel right there. Not much, not on this one. Usually they have a little bit more. So they are typically for right-handed people, sadly. You gotta scrape off that black outer coating. Come here, Pierre. Come here. You gotta scrape off that black outer coating to get it to do anything, so. There we go. Now you can see that I'm down to the actual flint itself. Let's get a little strike. And throw some decent sparks. For a big thick ferro rod, you can give it pretty good tries. Yeah, it also comes with a little can opener there, a little grooves here, little measuring thing. But yeah, it's decent. It works. So that's good. I'm happy with that. I already showed you earlier the pen works. Let's go try the saw out in the woods. So what we have here, we have a dead pine tree. Pretty long, goes that way. Let's unwind our saw. I do recommend, especially winter time, you get a little handle. So I usually put some sticks through here and do it. But for demonstration purpose, you put it on the side like this, and pretty much you gotta be careful with it. I hold it out like this. It does a great job. See, it went straight through that, no problem. Now if you watch though, if I hold it straight up like this, it's already getting stuck right there. See, it's stuck, can't pull anymore. You have to have it outwards. Watch out, peeps. Watch out. Hey, it's dangerous, boy. Watch out. You have to have it outwards like this for it to really do anything. As you see there. So as I mentioned earlier, there is a catch with this saw. If you go too fast, it will heat up very quickly and it will break. Winter, it's a little bit better out, I think, to use these saws. But they're great tools, but you just gotta take it nice and easy. Nothing big, nothing fancy. Very, very easy with these things. So you can see already, see how you have that curl? That means the blade heated up and it warped it a little bit. Just that one little curl, you can see there's the one a little bit more here, but this one got really tight. That's because it heated up. All right, let's get this thing here. kind of break off a good chunk like this. Oh, like I said earlier, I recommend take something, you shove it on this ring like this. When you take this side and do the same thing. Well, now you can see I have a handle. So now you can put that underneath. And now it's not pinching your finger. Oh. So there you go again. Now you have 2 curls. So you just gotta take it nice and easy. Don't do a whole lot with it, but I can easily gather up enough for a little fire. You cut these long ways, this is about as thick as I would go. I wouldn't go too much thicker than this. But yeah, you can see I can easily gather that up for a decent sized fire. I don't recommend cutting something down this big or this big, but you could. Another thing you can do is you have extra paracord. You can actually strap a piece of paracord on this ring, throw it up over a limb, bring it back down, and you can saw limbs down as well. Alright, let's take a couple seconds to look at this kit and see all the stuff that we have going on. So like I said earlier, the compass, junk. It's kind of a cool little case thingy they got here. But you can buy a compass that's half the size of this and it works really well. And it's meant for the cold as well, so if you have it in car 24/7, the compass will not ruin. This compass came in broken, some of them don't. Garbage. I recommend just throw it away, replace it in your kit. This little water bottle dealy deal thing, like I said, it just slides on and off. You don't even have to open it up. It will come off. Like if you have it here, if you fall or something down a hill, it will work its way off, and it's super easy. Now Gatorade, it will fit a Gatorade bottle. I don't have one with me now. We can open this up and it will fit a Gatorade bottle, which is kind of cool. Alright, next item on our list, the flashlight, the little tiny flashlight. It works. I recommend if you're out in the woods though, take a little piece of paracord or cordage, hook it to your body because you will lose it. It's small. It does work nice. I was impressed with it. I recommend the bigger one though, this bigger flashlight. Replace it. It's okay, but these batteries are brand new and it's already dying. You can buy flashlights that are half the size, half the price, and they're LED, which work fantastic. This one just sadly doesn't, and it's just a cheap kit, so it doesn't surprise me. Back to the wire saw. The saw is nice. Like I said though, it's easy to break. So I watched Dave Canterbury. He's an outdoorsman as well. I'm going to put his name up and his link to his channel. He always says 2 is 1, 1 is none. Now I love the way he says that. Now you're probably thinking 2 is 1, 1 is none. What in the world is that? Pretty much what he's talking about is you have 2 items that are the exact same. If I had 2 of these saws here, if I broke the one saw, I have a backup. So 2 is 1, 1 is none. So if I only have this one saw, I break it, I'm done. What else am I going to do? Now I have to get my little knife out, chip away at it to be able to get any firewood. So to have 2 of these, and they're super small, as you see, it's just super flat. You can put 10 of these in this kit with all this crap. But I recommend you have 2 of the same item. That goes along with the knife as well. 2 is 1, 1 is none. This knife, it's good. Like I said, it's flimsy. You have a little bit of a wobble, so if it breaks, you're out of knife. Now you're stuck. Now you have to rely on this little card thing here that is just not going to get you anywhere. I mean, for real, let's just face it. This card is pretty much worthless. If you're out in the woods and this is what you have to rely on, you already messed up. You should not have been in there in the first place. So this is cool. I recommend keeping this in the kit, but trying to cut with it, it's not worth it. The tools are what's going to be nice on this. If you have a bottle, you find something out in the woods, you can pop it open. If you find a can somewhere or you have a can with you, you can probably open a can with it. That's cool. But the saw and the knife, garbage, people. Alright, let's talk about this bracelet. It's nice they give you some paracord, but once you take this apart, it's done. It does fit on my wrist. That rod here in the middle. It's pretty cool. I'm very happy with that. The compass is broken in this as well. Tactical pen. The tactical pen's pretty cool. It's heavy. It's metal. You write with this for a while, especially when it's cold out like a day today. My hands are numb just playing with it. It's awesome. I love that they put these in the kits. You have the glass breaker. I could easily smash out of a window or a place if I have to get out with that. I've used it. It does work. The pen does write. I haven't used it long. I don't know how long it's going to write, but I've heard some great reviews on this. Now you can use this in a defense situation as well. Say if you hear animals, you have your knife, this is it. Remember, this is a very minimum kit. You're not going to have your big knife. You're not going to have your axe or whatnot you have with you normally. You have this little kit. So to have this in one hand to defend yourself and this knife in the other hand, if an animal attacks you, even if a person's out there trying to get you, you can defend yourself with these two items. So just keep that in mind as well when you're putting a kit together of your own or you buy something online. These can be used as defense weapons. I love that they put this emergency blanket in there. I have used these like I said earlier. I went on a hike. We went on a 50-mile hike. It was on the North Country Trail. It was just Dad and I, but it was on one of our first hikes. And we brought hammocks, and we did not know at the time that if you sleep in a hammock straight down flat on your hammock, you will get freezing cold. Well, I brought a blanket with me because we didn't have sleeping bags either. Luckily, I had one of these in my kit. Otherwise, we would have had to pack up that night, hike all the way back home, and just to keep warm, just to hike, just to keep warm. Because it was cold that night. It wasn't winter, but it was getting down there. So I love that they put this in the kit because these do work. I have tested these. You can take my word for it or not, but these work. Now, I also recommend in a kit you can buy a tent version. I highly recommend you buy a tent version as well and have a blanket with you. Because if you are in a survival situation, you're not going to have your sleeping bag, you're not going to have your wool blanket, you're not going to have stuff like that. So just to have something like this, just to keep you warm, that's huge. Now they do make sleeping bags as well. I recommend you don't get the sleeping bag though because it's too small. One of those mummy sleeping bags that it's tight. It's very, very tight, especially your feet. So if you're wearing a big bulky coat, you're not going to be able to crawl inside of that if it's freezing cold out. You rather be good with a blanket. These tools right here, it's a regular flathead and it's a regular Phillips. And it just has a flat point here with your ring. This I recommend just taking out of your kit if you're going to use it like as a woods kit. Now as a car kit, this is nice to have. And if you're out somewhere and if you're Leatherman or if you have your other knife, has something loose on it, you can tighten it up with these tools. It's up to you, it's a hit or miss. This does have a flathead on it as well, and it is small up in the corner. So you could technically just get rid of the flathead, keep the Phillips in there. Just have some space for you. But these are good. I believe that's it of the kit besides the bandages. Now, they didn't really put a first aid kit in this thing. It's mainly giddy up and go in case of an emergency kind of a thing. I recommend you throw in like a bandage. I recommend you replace that flashlight with a smaller flashlight and you can fit a bandage in there easily. Yeah, kind of recommend you do that. Other than that, it's a great kit. Highly recommend it. Please go check it out on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below, and I'll have a page that you can go look at it on the screen if I can figure it out. Let's get you a bit closer. Let's put the kit back together, and that'll be it. Alright, so now that we have our kit here, let's put our pieces together. We're going to start off with the flat stuff. We're going to put our emergency blanket here. We're going to put our knife up here at the top. Then we're going to kind of shove that there. Maybe put the card down next. Oh, you know what? The card will fit this way. So will this. We'll kind of keep it like that. The side, let's put our tactical pen right here on the side. Something like that. Ferro rod. Maybe we want to put ferro rod here. Flashlight here, maybe? That can go there. So this is the one thing about these kits. once you take them apart, there is no putting it back together. Not with everything. You see, it's still not good. So I gotta move this around here. Maybe we'll put that there, put this here, and then put this there. Yep, that's a little bit better. Oh, yep, it fits. So I keep this out and I keep this out. I just recommend you go like this, or just get rid of this thing altogether. But just kind of keep those out like that. Now this is still a small little compact kit. That's what I recommend. So thank you for clicking on this video today, trying out a new survival kit. If you like this new survival kit, I have a few more at home, and I put together a few myself. So if you do like me doing little reviews on these kits, please let me know. I'm thinking about replacing some of that and doing another video on kind of my modifications to that kit. I like how small and lightweight it is. I recommend you buy the kit online if you feel like it's worth it for you. It's a nice little kit. Like I said, you hit or miss on the compass, stuff like that. So just be prepared to spend maybe an extra $50 on replacing a couple extra items. But I think it was roughly $30 on Amazon. It's one of the cheapest survival kits you can get out there. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next adventure. Thank you very much. Alright, so we are going to test our little survival kit. Obviously, I took everything out. I'm going to replace it with some paper towels. Let's close it up, lock it up. Let's submerge this right in this water down here and see if it leaks. Here we go. So, ouch. I'm not just putting this in water, there's also sand, muck, all that stuff. So I am past the seal right now. Woo, I see some bubbles, so that's not a good thing. Let's dig a little hole. Alright, we got a good size hole going now. See if you see any bubbles. So I can squeeze it, which is not good. But I am not seeing any bubbles. So I'm gonna take this inside and let's see if our paper towel is wet. We are now indoors. I have not opened it yet. As you can see, there's still a bunch of water all over it. So let's crack this open and see what's inside of it. Say, what are your bets? Place in the comments below. Is it gonna be dry or is the paper towel going to be wet? Let's see. The paper towel isn't just wet. Oh man, check this out. I'm gonna move the camera for a minute. I'm gonna do this all on one scene so you guys can tell I am not kidding. Paper towels here, okay? Paper towel is soaking wet. Drenched. See all that water? That's a bummer. Oh. Well, there you have it. We have our survival kit. Sadly, it is not waterproof, which obviously, according to this thing's soaking wet, which is really, really sad. But that's okay. Just now you know that. Keep that in mind. They say this case is waterproof. It is not. So now you have to take, okay, your the one gauze pad that they had in here. It will be soaking wet. The compass, if the compass was okay, it probably would not be after this if you get it submerged and it sits in water for a while. Same with some of your other tools. So that's actually good for me to know as well. I've had this in my car now. I've been messing with the kit for a little bit now. So it's good for me to know, hey, this is not waterproof. Be careful where you take this. So I'm gonna make my own little modification to this. I can buy sealant that will seal this up so it is waterproof. But I think I'm gonna add some stuff and take some stuff out, and I'll do a whole separate video. If you want to see a whole separate video on that, please in the comments below just say survival kit, and I will know if you would want to see my survival kit. Now I have other survival kits, so if you would like me to show you those survival kits as well, please leave that in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next one.